So interest rates are supposed to drop by 1% before the end of 2024, Mark. Do you believe it or don't you?
Well, I think it will. I do. I just don't believe that it's going to stimulate the market as much as everybody else thinks it is. I really don't. I think it's going to help, but I don't think it's going to drive it.
Well,
One reason. Go ahead.
we're going to go through this article and there's some interesting things in this article because I'm going to share it with you because what they're saying is jumbo rate cuts. Here's what you need to know about potential Bank of Canada interest rate drop next week. Okay.
Which is
What they're
happening on October
saying.
23rd.
Hmm?
Which is happening on October 23rd.
Yes. So
Okay.
with the inflation rate now under the target of 2% in Canada, there's speculation the Bank of Canada will again drop its interest rate next week. The Bank of Canada governor, so this is a little bit different than the other article because we've seen more than one article about this.
Mhm.
If Macklin is expected to make an interest rate announcement October 23rd, and financial experts are predicting the rate will drop significantly from the current 4.25%. The interest rate is the percentage used to calculate the interest on bank loans such as mortgage, car loans, blah, blah, blah. According to Statistics Canada, the annual inflation rate hit 1.6% in September, which is the lowest rate since February 2021.
What are they taking out to get the 1.6?
Probably the housing cost, like the rent cost. That's what I heard on the other one. So back when inflation was high, Bank of Canada hiked its interest rate over a series of months to curb inflation. We knew all this, right?
Mhm.
As consumer spending eased at the end of 2023, inflation started to fall. In January, March, and April, the Bank of Canada held the rate at 5%.
Mhm.
Then it's saying the first drop came in June,
Right.
but was only 0.25. Canada Mortgage Trend columnist Steve Hubel said CIBC is predicting that the Bank of Canada could introduce jumbo rate cuts as early as December, potentially slashing interest rates by 50 basis points at a time. CIBC and National Bank, though, Mark, are the only two among the big six banks currently forecasting that the Bank of Canada policy rate will drop to 3.5% by the end of this year.
Okay.
So out of the top six big banks, only two are saying this.
Okay.
So you remember the other article we read? It was National Bank saying this, right?
Right.
This one is saying there's two banks saying it, but the other four are not saying it.
Okay. So
He
what's
noted, hold on, more than 2 million mortgages in Canada are expected to come up for renewal over the next 2 years, with many still paying a lower interest rate.
what they currently have right now?
Yep.
Right. I think it's going to have. So what do you think?
Well,
Everyone thinks, I know what everybody thinks, and I'm thinking the total opposite. So I'd like to hear what you think.
I think that with that 1.6, I think right now they're going to try to stimulate the economy. They've changed the lending rules so that in December, first time buyers, no matter what kind of property, will get 30-year AM. I think they have to try to stimulate the economy in some way because builders aren't building, subdivisions are on hold. We're getting into a situation where there's a housing crisis, but nobody's buying or doing anything. So I think they're going to have to try to do something to stimulate it because their little 2.25s aren't doing it. What do you think?
Well, I'm just going to solely put it right to the real estate point where this year, you know, it's still below last year's numbers of 2023. I believe that, yes, that this will definitely help current mortgage holders and variable rate holders to relieve some financial pressures, which is great. It will definitely help those people that come up for renewal. Yes, it's going to be a bit higher than what they used to, but you know what? It is what it is.
Manageable.
It's manageable, but I don't really think it's going to drive the real estate market.
Okay, so you want to hear this? I didn't know, I didn't say for sure if it's going to drive the market. But I think they're gonna try it. The survey polled 1,626 Canadians from September 27th and 30th and found that 66% of respondents said a potential October rate cut won't prompt them to take action and buy a home or refinance within the next 90 days.
Okay. Yep.
Most,
I agree with that.
most, yes, most were waiting for a bigger rate drop before taking action. This tells us that minor rate adjustments aren't enough. Canadians are looking for more substantial changes, but they feel confident to jump into the market. Following next week's announcement by the Bank of Canada, there is still one more planned in 2024, falling on December 11th.
Yeah.
So the thing is, Mark, we know, and they know, the government knows, that no one's jumping in until they do some kind of substantial decreases.
But I don't think that's the sole objective of the government. I think they do to stimulate the economy. Inflation's coming down. I'm sure in the back of their minds, about 2 million mortgages coming due is the article talked about next 2 years. That's a lot of product, and a lot of people can be financially hurt. So I think that it's going to happen. But what I'm seeing in the market today is I'm going to anticipate seeing the same kind of things throughout 2025. I do see in the lower ranges I see some more potential demand and upside for the lower ranges in our community, 6 to 7, maybe even 7 to 8 range, right? 30-year AM, another rate cut, that first time buyer might trade up a little bit more. So the townhouse might get a small detached, but I don't think it's going to drive other parts of the market. I don't. And looking at the sales consistently month over month and when I look through the board on a typical day, I know the inventory so well. I've seen that property, click history. Oh yeah, it's been listed for 4 months. Minor price adjustments, minor price adjustments, minor price adjustments. And we're seeing that in other ranges. So I think there's a real power struggle out there today. More sellers are thinking, no, these rate drops are going to drive the market, and buyers going, well, you know what? I don't think they are that much, and I'm in their camp. And we're going to go after the properties that are priced for the market. And we've seen this over and over and over and over again. And I keep talking about the same goddamn thing, but I see it consist. I don't see the market getting any traction at all.
Well, I disagree, because in the lower ranges, what?
We're going to find out.
No, I'm saying that I'm seeing right now in the lower ranges, there's definitely action happening. There is. Not everything is out there. Not everything, like the way that you kind of describe it, is everything sitting there and nothing selling. And that's not what's happening. So like when you have these buyers, when you have the buyers that think, oh, everything's going to sit there and we don't have to, do anything. Let's just wait till it drops. In a lot of cases, and I've had a lot of cases, like I told you about Jessica's, and there's other offers and listings.
Jessica's was priced properly.
But Mark, when you make a broad statement, everything's priced too high, okay? And everything's sitting.
80% of the inventory is sitting.
80, but not everything. Some stuff is coming out priced well.
Priced well. But I'm not saying everything is sitting and nothing is selling. But what I'm saying, the majority of the properties that are listed today are sitting. And we've seen the inventory builds up. No one can tell me any difference. Unless someone say, Mark, you're a fucking liar, then I'm in.
Well, I'm going to try to pull up Treb and show you the new listings today. And like,
that doesn't mean nothing to me. That means nothing. Pull up the numbers from August. From September. That tells us the story of inventory.
Sales are up. Sales were up in September.
They were 4.5%, which is good. Don't get me wrong.
40% in Springwater, and it was basically level in Innisfil.
This market isn't robust.
It's not robust by a long shot.
Far from a robust market. And if we look at the inventory ranges that are on the market today, there's a lot of product. I bet there's 825 listings in Simcoe County today, or maybe even Barrie.
Some of them are still crazy. Like some of them that are coming up. Coronation Parkway, $899, 4-bedroom. I don't know.
Go down the bottom. I bet there. Okay, why would we have is it winter time right now? Why is there snow in that picture? So that should be a red flag. New listing. Let me guess. It's been listed before.
It hasn't.
Wow. I think I changed the picture. That's me.
Yeah. No, it hasn't been listed before. Ward Drive, 3-bed, 3-bath, $969.
Yeah.
Well, it's Ward Drive, $969. Are you like,
That's kind of high for Ward Drive and looking at that layout.
I'm looking at the upgrades. That's crazy.
Correct.
That one's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. 560 in Springwater. Who knows?
Probably not bad.
738 Livingstone, 3+1 bed, 2+2 bath.
Small. Probably not a bad price.
I think it's a pretty good price.
Small, but decent price.
For 738?
Mm-hmm. That will sell this week. That should be gone this week.
I mean, they've got the bathrooms are updated. It's fully finished.
Not bad little price point.
No, that's a good one. But this is what you see. You see some Ellen, 1+1, 2-bath, 859.
Pull the history on it.
Have you seen this one before?
I'll know when you flip to the pictures. No, it doesn't look that familiar, but
No, it doesn't. Oh, this one's got a good view. Good view, Mark.
overlooking the marina. So I don't love it, but yeah, it's okay. I think it's kind of high. Pull the history anyway, just for shits and giggles. You don't see too much selling in the high eight, sir.
No, not listed before. Well, it has, but years ago. That's out in the country, tiny. Guest Road, Innisfil, 1599, 3-bed, but this is Guest Road too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice property.
It's a huge property, eh?
Go to the inventory. Sam, how much inventory in Barrie right now?
Oh,
You
and
go
this has
through-
a pool too. Maybe I should send this to my guy, Mark.
Yeah. Nice property. Nice area.
Beautiful property, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is just what was listed today. And I noticed like some of them, this guy on Prince William is withholding offers.
Yeah.
This one on 539.
Holding off on offers, but that's only 2-bedroom, I believe. Please see
Yes.
that.
Yeah, they're holding off. This one, Benson Drive, 849. That's too high for that.
Yeah.
It's done well,
Mhm.
but it's not very big.
Not very big. No.
Even the bedrooms didn't look that big.
A lot of listings this week come up. A lot.
A lot, a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm seeing them. Sagewood, 789.9, Mark.
Yeah, new townhouse.
Believe it or
Nice.
not, that's not a high price. But is this the one that was listed before?
Well, no. Don't know who's the agent, I'll tell you.
Nope, never been listed before. Peggy Hill, Derek Vogel. 789.9 is not a huge price for that for in there, is it?
No, no. It's It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's probably what the market will pay.
41 Widgeon, 774, 3-bed, 2-bath.
Too much money. Small house.
It's small. Yep.
Too much.
Too much stuff in the pictures too. There's so many, you know what I mean? Like I was going through them today and I was like, holy shit, this is going on forever and ever. Like there's so many.
Yeah. Okay, so
And you get the odd one that's priced well. And then you get another one that is not priced well.
there's still not a lot of properties that are priced well for today's market, in my mind. Because I really think this market could do a lot more transactions if the properties were better priced. They're not. And I'm not saying there's everybody wants a deal out there. I think there's a lot of buyers that will, that are gonna wait for the properties that are priced right. Or they'll go look at it and their agents will go, it's really overpriced. Here's why. And look at the solds. Look at the square footage. As soon as an agent says that, 9 times out of 10, we're moving on.
880.
880 for that. Come on. Come on.
What are they even thinking though?
Well, that's the problem. You could show me one out of 10 or 20 that's priced right, and the other 18 are not priced right. And that's consistently what we're seeing in the market today, all year long.
Yeah, you do get the odd one that's priced right.
The odd one. That's it. The odd one. I've been saying that all year. All year. A couple of properties I looked at, Grand Forest one today came up today. Pool in the backyard. I went, that looks familiar. History. Sure enough, I was right.
Yeah, that one, I know that one too.
It's big, but it's not worth the price. I'm concerned about the street. And I got buyers looking for that area with the pool. So they're going to check out the open house today. On the weekend.
Yeah. I don't know what you think of this one, Hamner 788.
Not today. Kind of high. It's a busy street.
It depends what end you're on.
Yeah. I don't mind the layout.
It's actually done well. That kitchen's new too. This is almost like my house, Mark.
It's a basement finish.
Yeah. Big windows in the basement.
Where are you done? Pull up the inventory levels for Barrie and Innisfil.
No separate entrance though.
Who cares? Who wants to be a landlord today? Good luck on that one.
Um,
So 70 listings today, Simcoe County, 14 solds by looking at it.
there's a bunch conditionally sold too. $625 freeholds.
What was the inventory? What was the inventory levels? Go back to the spreadsheet now, if you could.
Well, no, because you got to add this together because we got to add the condos.
Condos. Okay. Go to condos and I'll remember the 625. I want to let the viewers know to see. Inventory is not dropping. Inventory is increased. Guaranteed.
Well, yeah, but I think we've had a lot of sales though, but we got a lot of new listings, 219.
$854. What's your spreadsheet say?
827.
Yeah. Inventory's up. Can't say a heck of a lot. A lot of inventory has come back on the market. A lot of inventory is still coming on this week. I know it's high levels. So that should be.
Well, the inventory's coming up high levels for sure.
Yeah. So
I've seen that. Like I've definitely seen that. I want to see how many solds there are in 18 days. 90.
Okay, go back to last year. But you gotta back some out though, maybe. So,
This is
so,
freehold sold.
okay, okay. From October 1st to today. So
Yeah.
let's
Wait,
see.
hold on. Let me try it next year.
That's it. You might have to go back.
Last year. Hold on.
That's okay. Um,
Is it year first?
I'm sorry. I don't remember.
No, it's month. Oh,
Yeah, 2023. So with that much inventory, buyers sure have a lot of choice in all ranges, as far as I'm concerned. Except 6, 7, they don't have so much choice because that's a
look at that, Mark.
71.
71 and this year, 90.
Right. It's still, that's great. 19 more sales. Nothing wrong with that.
That is.
I still think we're going to be very flat, or a little bit minus 1 or 2, 3 points off of by year to date. So where October's looking, it could be good. There's still a lot of inventory. And there's still a lot
Up
of things out there that I don't know. Buyers have a lot of choice today, and they're going to go where the greatest value is. Biggest bang for their buck.
still almost a 20% increase
Yeah.
in sales.
See how it goes for the following month. Right.
Well, you know what the thing is, Mark? That's the thing. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing more sales. Like I'm seeing sales. Am I seeing a shit ton of listings coming? Yeah. So it's not like the inventory levels aren't coming down because there's so much more coming out on the market. But more are also selling than have been.
Yeah. Over last year. Here's my fear. Okay. Is that we're going to have, I still think right now we have overconfident sellers in the marketplace all year in 2024. In that overconfident, as we see more rate decreases, they're going to become more and more confident and not adjust price. So to me, are they serious sellers or not? A serious seller, to me, in my mind, will price it for the market that we're in. And I get this all the time, and I got it from Marshall today. I said, "Hey, you know what? In the spring, maybe a good time. Well, I really want to get a real big buck for mine. Yeah, but you got to go buy something. So you sell higher, you buy higher. If anyone's trading up, it shouldn't make a difference what market you want to trade up in. You sell a little lower, you buy a little lower. For the people cashing out, say, you know what, I'm going to move up north or wherever they're going to move, or maybe they're going to go rent or move out of the province. They want the highest number possible, and this market isn't the highest number possible kind of market that we're in. And I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed sellers in 2025.
But if you want to buy, I think it's a good time because the level
I agree.
there are some that come out.
I don't disagree. Just imagine if people were priced right and we had some more motivated sellers. I think we could do more numbers than that.
Oh, but
That number could be 120 if things are priced properly.
yeah, I know.
They really could. I think the market's got potential, but if we have sellers or they're not going to be realistic, then the market's not going to do much, no matter
Well,
what.
buyers have to be realistic too. Like, yeah, because like I have a couple right now that I told you that want really, really, really low that I don't think they're ever going back down there.
Probably not. No,
Like
no.
you have to be realistic on both ends. Just because there's a lot of inventory and there's a lot of high price stuff doesn't mean that there isn't some that are decent value. There are some.
I'm not saying I don't disagree. I don't
And you
disagree.
can't assume that everything listed at 850 is going to sell for 700. Like that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. No,
No.
it's not going to happen. But I hope next year will bring we should see an increase for sure, but I don't think we're going to be a robust increase
No,
or
I agree.
gains in appreciation. No,
I
some
agree.
all small, right?
I agree. I don't think I agree. I don't think it's going to be huge, but I think over the second, third quarter of next year, I don't know. It's all going to depend right now for me on you know where the perfect storm's going to happen, Mark? In December, everybody takes it off the market.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in January, our inventory levels are like pretty low.
Yep. January, February,
And
March.
then we're going to see, oh, all of a sudden in December, we're going to see these rate cuts. And now everyone's going to be taking their shit off the market. Now, last year, everybody didn't do a mass exodus. They stayed there. A lot of the listings stayed. Remember, we thought they would cancel them.
Some did, right?
Some did, but not a huge amount. I remember here. I'll see if I can pull up the spreadsheet.
I find that market that
You see the actives 416, 455, 510. Like the actives were still freaking high for January. That's a lot
Mhm. Mhm.
because we didn't see everybody taking it off.
But where they are today, it's in half.
Yeah, I know.
Today, right? Still, I exclude the higher ranges because nothing's going on. What, there's 177, 175 in that million and up range. That's a bulk of the inventory just sitting there, right? Not too much is turning over in that range, right? And it does take some time, but you get the right neighborhood and in the right price point for the market today, that will sell well. You know, and I know it. We see something come up a coming drive that's priced for today, it's gone. Or over in Inishore, it's gone. But you know, anyway, I think we covered off some good things. Anyone wants some more information on the Simcoe Barrie real estate market, reach out to Dan or myself. Definitely give this a like and subscribe for more information on the market.
Perfect.
That was okay. Enjoy the weekend. See you.
You too. See ya.